Today, we are going to build some amazing apps using Claude Code. It is going to be an absolute blast. We're going to talk about best practices for Claude Code, how to get the most out of it, beginner's guides. We're going to talk about the latest AI news. This is the #1 vibe coding live stream on planet Earth. So if you're watching, buckle in, enjoy, say hello in the chat, say hello in the replies, get to know your neighbors, get to know your other viewers. It is going to be such a good time. Grab your popcorn, have some fun. I hope you had an absolutely amazing holiday weekend. I know I did. Tons of presents and happiness and all that. It was spectacular. How was your guys' holiday weekend? Let me know down in the replies or in the chat below. I'd like to know that as well. Leave a like for your boy too. Let's get the party started, get tons of people in here. You do that by leaving likes, so leave me a like. It was an amazing holiday weekend. It is good to be back. We took a couple of days off the live stream. We're diving deep into Claude Code today. It has only improved. It has improved a ton. It feels much smarter over the last week. I don't even think it had a downturn. It just feels smarter. It feels like it's only getting better. So we're going to dive into all the changes, what I'm seeing, all of that. We're going to keep building out our vibe-coded app store today. We're going to keep building out our vibe-coded app store. At some point, I'm going to run back there and turn off the heat because I'm starting to sweat 5 seconds in this live stream already. Let's go. Hopefully, we ship and deploy the app store today. Yeah, let's do it. Let's make that our goal. Let's make that our goal. We also got to come up with a name. We got to come up with a name for the app store too. So we're gonna come. You wonder how your boy comes up with names for businesses. We're gonna do that today as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. Loving the 2x credits for Claude Code. For those who don't know, you get double the credits for Claude Code until December 31st. You have 2 more days for double the credits. I got to turn off the heat. I'm sweating. 1 second. 1 second. Heat's off. Heat's off. I was sweating 5 seconds into this live stream. We had to turn off. Looking fresh and healthy, Alex. Thank you, Slender Morris Furnishings. We're going to talk right after this, huh? We got a Vibe Coding Academy call live right after this, so that'll be fun. Was the goal today not to start a start? We're going to try to put it live today. We're going to try to put the Vibe Coded App Store live today, so that's going to be a ton of fun. We're going to go live. So you want to see how startups go live? We're going to do that today. I'm noticing today as well, I had a huge idea this weekend. CZ just knocked it out of the point on a first run in half an hour. Yeah, it feels, the thumbnail said, .dev.x. We are literally 5 minutes into the live stream and you're complaining already. We're 5 minutes into the live stream and you're like, oh, I thought you were going to ship a startup today. We're 5 minutes in. What are you crying about? What are you crying out? Yes, we will start a startup live, but we're 5 minutes in. We just had Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and all the holidays. Let's all take a breath, be grateful for what the last week has brought us, the joy and the happiness. Right? You are so mean to .dev. I don't think I'm being mean. I'm just saying, hey, let me say hello. Let me give season's greetings to everyone in the FinFam. And then we'll ship the startup. We're going to ship the startup live today. We're going to ship the startup .dev.x. We're going to ship the startup. Alex, my boy, what's up? Net Solution VPN. Let's dive into Claude Code, huh? I'm just going to say this. Where are we at here? Okay, here we go. I'm going to say this. I'm building the coolest app ever. This Vibe Code App Store is great. Don't get me wrong. We're going to ship today. I got another app I'm working on the side. It's top secret, but it's going to be sick. It's the coolest thing ever. Here's my question to you before we get into the Vibe Coded App Store. Here's my question to you. If you were to have an AI employee working for you, doing stuff for you, what would you want it to do? This is my question to you. If you're watching it live, tell me in the chat. If you're watching the replay, tell me in the replies. Before we go into the Vibe Code App Store and ship it, here's my question to you. If you had an AI employee working for you, day to day, every day, what would you want it to do for you? That's my question to you. Let me know in the chat. I'm curious your answer. I'm just going to say this. I'm working on something incredible. that's going to blow your minds. It's going to blow your faces off. It's going to blow your balls off. If you have no balls, it's going to blow them on and blow them back off. He wanted to ban me if I had a bad question last time. Yeah, I mean, .dev, you survived the vote. The FinFam is very empathetic and kept you in the FinFam, so congrats to you. Rants, more important than shipping. We're going to do both. That's what makes the live stream great, right? That's what makes the live stream great. You get a little bit of ranting. We talk about the AI news. We talk about what's going on in AI. We make fun of some people in the FinFam. And we also ship. You do all the above. If you're just here just for the tutorials on AI and Claude Code, I got a ton of main videos on the YouTube channel you can watch. This is our 2-hour AI hangout session. Enjoy. Get to meet people. Find co-founders. Learn a couple things. Laugh. Cry. All the above. It's like our AI. It's our AI. Turn down the music here. It's just our AI variety hour. We have fun. We enjoy AI. We laugh. We cry. It's all above. Been seeing your vids and subscribed. I'm a vibe coder now. Thanks. W's in the chat for SG7. My goal is to make everyone in the world a vibe coder. I really do believe it's the most important skill of 2026. 100% the most important skill of 2026. I think it's the only skill that makes you AI proof from AI taking your job. If you're scared of AI taking your job, there's one skill to learn to make you AI proof, and that's vibe coding. You need to learn vibe coding. It's the most important skill of 2020. I'm telling people this. I'm not just saying this because my whole YouTube channel is based around vibe coding and I want more clicks and views and likes. I actually mean it. It is the most important skill of 2026. So turn on notifications because you got to know. You got to know the newest skills. I vibe code 12 hours a day. So the moment things drop, this is the place to be. What is the sub skills that fed into vibe coding? I'm imagining what this question means. Melikkoten 2823 is like, what smaller skills make you a better vibe coder? Good question. I'd say the 2 skills you need, I don't even know if they're skills, they're just qualities of a human being that you need, are agency and discipline. Those are the 2 things. Agency and discipline. Agency as in your ability to work independently, figure things out on your own, be proactive, be autodidactic, right? When you come up with an idea, you go and you build out. You just do it. You don't wait for permission. You don't ask other people, oh, how do I do this? You don't get scared that you might not know how to do things. You go and do it and you figure out on your own. And then discipline, which is basically your ability to implement, being agentic and doing it every day and doing it over and over and over again and learning as you go. Those are the 2 things that matter. Just watch your Claude Code file system interview you did yesterday. I started implementing the same day in Obsidian. Great stuff. I didn't do that interview yesterday. I did that interview like a year ago. You talking about the one with Peter Yang? So I'm glad you watched it. I did it like a year ago, but I'm glad you watched it. It's Peter Yang's #1 video. #1 interview of Peter Yang. You're looking at him right here. Add a payment system with vibe coding. It can be credit-based membership so users can buy credits. Is that a request to me? Are you requesting I implement a payment system into my app? Well, off the rip, this vibe coded app store will not have any monetization. I'm not going to be making any money off this vibe code app store. I don't even know how to make money off of it, to be honest with you. I just want to have a place where people can upload apps and get discovered. But when I do think of a way to monetize it, I'll for sure do it on the live stream. So make sure to subscribe to our notifications for that. Is there a place that shows everyone what are the latest drops of updates and AI releases? Yes, I know the best place ever for that. Jason DaCosta, J6E. I know the best place ever for that. YouTube.com/AlexFinOfficial. That's the best place if you want the latest AI updates and the latest drops. YouTube.com/AlexFinOfficial. Or better yet, if you're watching the live stream, just hit the subscribe button down below and turn on notifications. Do that too. Turn on notifications. Dude, same. I signed up for your Vibe Coding Academy and created by and rolled out an app this past week. I'm not even a coder by trade. It's nuts and fun. Thank you so much, Alex. Kyle Travis, KC, my man. Thank you. First of all, shout out to you, brother. Thank you so much for participating in my 2 products. Vibe Coding Academy and Creator Buddy. Do me a favor, Kyle, Travis, Casey. I assume since you are on Creator Buddy, you have an X account. Send me a DM on X. I want to chat with you. I want to say hello. I want to thank you. I want to get some of your thoughts. Send me a DM, Kyle, Travis, Casey. Say, hey, I'm the guy from the live stream. DM me on X if you don't mind. If you don't mind me picking your brain a little bit, Kyle, Travis, Casey. I appreciate your support. Thanks for joining the Vibe Coding Academy. Thanks for getting Creator Buddy. Link down below for Vibe Coding Academy. We're doing a live call the moment this live stream ends. Hope to see you on the call, Kyle Travis. Hey, Alex, if you code with Claude locally, how do you deploy a server? Do you install Claude there too or handle it differently? Thanks. Hey, Alex, if you code with Claude locally, how do you are you talking about like how you put your apps live, AC Watcher? I build my apps locally with Claude Code, and then I put the apps live on Vercel, VERCEL.com. I think it's the best service in the world for hosting your apps and code and all that, and all the online services. Vercel is incredible. Vercel is excellent. They're a great company. They're shipping super fast. You get new features all the time. Super cost efficient. I think it's the best for hosting apps. Vercel. They don't sponsor me. No one who works at Vercel even follows me on X. The two products I support most, Claude Code and Vercel, no one who works for those two companies have ever talked to me or followed me. Which is pretty incredible, but I still support them anyway, which shows you I have zero ego. The fact that I support these companies and they do not talk to me or anything or pay me or nothing like that. I am an information. If I was to go back to the corporate world today, like get a job and go back to the corporate world, I would apply to both Anthropic and Vercel. Those would be probably the two places because those are my two favorite products, Claude Code and Vercel. What is your setup in terms of commands, skills, and agents? Very good question, Avi Height 8589. I'm going to be honest with you, my man. I think that agents, sub-agents is what you mean by agents, I assume. Sub-agents and commands are pretty much useless now because of skills. I do not explicitly use any sub-agents. I do not explicitly use any, I'm going to assume slash commands, what you mean by commands, other than some session management stuff, which I went over in one of my past few videos around, I think in the Claude Code updates video from last week, I talk about some new slash commands they added around renaming sessions, saving sessions, opening up past sessions. That's really the only slash commands I use is around session management. Sub-agents I don't use at all. Skills make all of them pretty much, like, skills are what you need. I think skills are the future. I think skills are amazing. I'm building an app right now on the side, which I don't want to go too far into because I actually think it's a $10 trillion idea that heavily utilizes skills and custom skills and sharing skills. More info on that very soon. If you're interested, I'm demoing the app today, right after this live stream ends, in the Vibe Coding Academy. So if you want insight on $10 trillion app idea, join the Vibe Coding Academy. I'll be demoing it today, the moment this live stream ends. If anyone from Anthropic is lurking in the live stream, can I get a Claude Code hoodie or any swag, sticker, napkin, emotional support? I'm like, thanks in advance. Is AC Watcher. AC Watcher, if anyone from Anthropic's in the live stream, which I've heard from very reputable sources there are, I want a Claude Code hoodie. I wear XAI merch on here. I wear OpenAI merch on here because they sent me merch, or I picked up merch from going to their events. Claude, if you got a Claude Code hoodie, send it my way. I'll wear it on this live stream all day. I mean, building SaaS with Vibe Coding, including a payment system. Yeah, put it live on Vercel and then implement Stripe. Stripe's the best payment system. Hey, question. I'm building Themio, which is an idea to app planning app that creates a whole hyper detailed plan file. All I have to do is bring into Claude Code and it just builds the whole thing. Test XY23. I think there's a lot of opportunity right now. Test XY23 around building tooling and scaffolding around vibe coding, especially for people who are newer to vibe coding. I think there's a lot of opportunity around that. So I think it's a good idea to build things like that. I just think it has to be really good and it has to be tightly integrated with Claude Code. Because I think a lot of people are hesitant to add on more tools to their Claude Code stack. So it has to be really good and like save measurable amounts of time. And it has to be tightly integrated with Claude Code so people don't feel like they're juggling 100 different tools. But I think it's a good idea to do something like that. If people are like, oh man, why aren't you coding? Why aren't you shipping? Why aren't you teaching us things? We're going to do that. This is the live stream. We chat with the chat. You ask me questions in the chat. We hang out. We discuss. We rant. We laugh. We learn. We make fun of people. And I'm going to go in a second into the Vibe Coding app. We're going to build out a cool Vibe Coding app store, and we're going to ship it live today. I'm trying to build an app that kind of works like Instacart. Is it possible to do on my own? Says South City 1026. South City 1026. My question is, why not? Why isn't it possible to do on your own? With Claude Code and Claude Opus 4.5, literally anything is possible. You can build anything you want. The blocker in your head should never be, is this possible? And if the question is this possible, you shouldn't have waited to the live stream to ask it, although you can. You should have gone to Claude Code and said, hey, I want to build this. Is it possible? That's part of the agency. That's part of the agency part of this. Is like, you got to, the moment you have ideas like this, you just go and you build it in Claude Code. You don't ask other people, is this possible? You just build, you go and build. That's got to be like your impulse. That's got to be like your impulse. South City 1026. It's got to be your impulse. Oh, I got an idea. I just build it no matter how hard and tough it is. Looking for a good front-end designer skill, says Ruben. Ruben, there's already one out there. There's already an amazing one out there. I think I've shared the link for before. Go into my Claude skills video from last week. The front-end design skill is the best one out there. It's officially from Claude Code. They built it. It's amazing. Hey, man, get me one as well. Get me an AC Watcher Claude Code hoodies. Anthropic, if you're watching. You skipped my good question. .dev is back again, going into the chat saying, you skipped my question, you skipped my question. .dev, it isn't all about you, buddy. It isn't all about you. Claude Code plus Claude in Chrome browser is amazing. I set up a lead magnet with full Firebase integration for Firestore and OAuth, and Claude in Chrome handled every step of the UI part of this workflow. I tried the Claude for Chrome extension. I tried it, and I think it's cool. Is it there yet where it's like a thing I want to use every day? Like people ask me, oh, make a sub-agents video, make a Claude for Chrome video. I only really like, I don't want to like, I don't make videos on things I don't use every day. There's so many creators who make videos on things. It's like, oh my God, I made an entire sub-agent army for Claude Code, and I have 1,000 sub-agents, and I have a marketing sub-agent, and this sub-agent, that sub-agent, and I have a tickle my nutsack agent. And then they don't actually go and use any of the sub-agents. They just create a 4,000 sub-agent workflow just for the video, right? Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm only going to show you workflows I actually use on a day-to-day basis, right? I'm not going to do like a Claude for Chrome video if I'm not actually using it regularly. I got Claude for Chrome early access like 4 months ago, and I did a review video of that just because it was early access. I want to show people what it was capable of, but I don't really use Claude for Chrome that often. When it has like killer functionality, I'll be doing it, but I don't think it has that killer functionality just yet. And don't get me wrong, I think Claude's the best, but the Chrome extension doesn't do it for me just yet. Is there a way to let Claude Code visually see your mobile app without sending it to screen captures every time? I'm sure there is. There's a Playwright MCP or something. I'm sure there is. I don't know because I don't do it. I don't build too many mobile apps, to be quite honest with you. And then when I build apps, I don't use the MCP to control all this stuff. I just like screenshot and say, hey, what do you think? It takes me less than 5. It takes me 5 milliseconds. I connected Claude Code to Claude in Chrome, then prompted Claude Code, and Claude in Chrome did the UI UX stuff. Yeah, I just say, hey, Claude, build this for me. Can you explain why Vercel is better than other services like DigitalOcean or similar platforms? For example, if you're coding locally, how easy is it to push and deploy everything on Vercel? It's unbelievably easy. And I'm going to be honest, I haven't used like DigitalOcean. And I'm going to be honest, I've never heard of DigitalOcean, to be quite honest with you. But I used Vercel, and I literally have 0 complaints, and it's amazing, and it's awesome, and it's super easy to use. You can connect your Vercel to a GitHub repo, and then every time you push a change to that GitHub repo, Vercel auto deploys it. So it's like the only step you need to do is deploy the code to GitHub, and then it goes on Vercel. That's it. That's all there is. So it's super easy. And I have like a popular app, Creator Buddy, which has hundreds of users making $300K a year, and I pay $20 a month for Vercel. So it's incredibly cost efficient. I have 4,000 side projects I have on Vercel, and I'm paying $20 a month. So you really can't go wrong with Vercel. I highly recommend. And they're constantly shipping updates. They're super active on social media. They listen to feedback on social media. They tweet a whole bunch of things. They're great. Is there a way to let Claude Code visually see your mobile app without saying, did I read that? I feel like I just read that one. Did they send that one multiple times? I tried with VS Studio and Codex, but it just wasn't looking right. It looked at your video using those in the app, just looked like crap, and didn't come out how I thought it would. Well, why are you using Codex? Codex's UI, it creates way worse UI. Codex creates significantly worse UI than Claude Code. As long as you have the front-end design skill in Claude Code. I mean, it's night and day. Codex still creates blue and purple gradient slop, and Claude Code, like, I one-shot this website, this landing page. I one-shot it using the design skill. Let me show you. This is literally 5 minutes. This landing page took me 5 minutes for the Vibe Coding Academy. 5 minutes, has nice animations. There's no blue or purple slop anywhere. You hover over things and there's nice animations. There's like different visual stuff. Everything looks really nice, goes in nicely. And they also made all the text. They made all this ad copy. Everything just looks really, really nice. Like, look at that little animation. The front end design skill is the #1 most important Claude skill in history of mankind, because it bridged the gap between AI producing stuff that looks like AI and AI producing stuff that looks like human beings. Made it, right? To me, this looks amazing. Maybe I have bad taste. I don't know, but I think this looks amazing. So the front end design skill, everyone needs it. Everyone needs the front end design skill. Really love that brainstorm skill from Superpowers. It's the best coworker I've ever had. What's that? SG707 Tech. Brainstorm skill, Superpowers, Claude Code. Is this a thing? What is this? Is this a brainstorm skill? Is this it? What are you talking about? I want to try it. Superpowers. Claude Code Superpowers. Core Skills Library. Is there a brainstorm? Superpowers. Brainstorm. Interactive design refinement. What does it do? It starts with the moment you first fire up your coding agent. As soon as it sees you're building something, it doesn't just jump in and writing code. Instead, it steps back and asks you what you're really trying to do. But that's what Claude Code Plan Mode does. Once it's teased a spec out of conversation, it shows it to you in chunks short enough to actually read and digest. Claude Code does that. Claude Code asks you questions in plan mode and then builds you like a really easily to read spec. That's one of the reasons why I prefer Claude Code over Codex. Is Codex doesn't ask you a ton of questions, doesn't tease things out of you, and the plans are very hard to read. Claude Code, by default, the plan mode asks you really good questions and gives you a really easy to digest plan. So I don't know. Is this a thing people use? How many stars this is? 12,000 stars. Good on Jesse Vincent. Sponsor this project. What does this mean? I can pay them? What does sponsor the project mean? I can just pay them monthly for, okay. Monetize everything, baby. Everything's got to be monetized. GitHub. Sponsor people on GitHub, sponsor people on YouTube, sponsor them everywhere. Every platform's turning into OnlyFans now. Your enthusiasm and great videos inspired me to really dig into Claude Code. I have creative agency and I'm making software for it. That shouldn't be possible. It took some effort, but worth it. Thanks. It says music for TV. That's all I want to do, music for TV. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do with this channel. That's all I'm trying to do with my content, is inspire people to do what I think is the number one skill of 2026, which is vibe coding. That's all I want to do. People go, oh, why you get so excited? Why you get so excited? Why you hype things so much? I'm legitimately very excited about this. I think it's the most amazing technological advancement of our entire lifetime. I think it's the most important technological advancement of our entire lifetime. Anyone, no matter what their skill level is, can now go and build anything. Anything. Anything you can think of, you can build it now. Anything. Right? This is so exciting from so many different perspectives. From a creativity perspective, you can now express yourself any way you want because of Claude Code. You can build anything you want, any idea. Before, if you wanted to build something, you need to know how to code, you need to understand the internet, you need to understand tech, you need to have a computer science degree. Building has been completely democratized. It's been completely democratized. Anyone can do it now. Anyone. Anyone can do it. That's one thing. Then the other perspective is the business perspective, the money perspective, the getting rich perspective. It's what everyone wants to do, right? Now anyone can start the business of their dreams because of this. How exciting is that? Anyone can create economic value for themselves out of thin air. Out of thin air. I built Creator Buddy a year ago. Almost a year ago. Almost a year ago. Oh, wow. Claude contributed to this repository. That's kind of cool. Almost a year ago, I shipped Creator Buddy. I would have never been able to do that. I vibe coded all of Creator Buddy. Didn't touch a single line of code in Creator Buddy. Shipped it a year ago. It's now making $300,000 a year. Built it all by myself without touching a single line of code. I created $300,000 of economic value for myself out of thin air, out of nowhere. Before I had $0 of economic value created for myself. Now I have $300,000 out of thin air added to the GDP of the world, the global world. Amazing. How amazing is that? How cool is that? You can do that for yourself too. You can. I started this YouTube channel the day I started working on Creator Buddy in August of last year. I started this YouTube channel and started posting because I was so inspired when I discovered Cursor. I was so inspired when I discovered Cursor, and I started building like, holy crap, this is the most amazing thing of all time. And so I started this YouTube channel. And luckily over the last 16 months we've been doing this, 60,000 of you have joined the journey with me. 60,000 of you have joined the journey with me. That's pretty amazing. 60,000 subs in 16 months. We're blessed. FinFam, we're blessed, baby. We're blessed. It's December 29th. 2 days left in this year. 2 days left in 2025. 2 days left. Make sure over the next 2 days you just take a moment. You reflect on everything you accomplished the last 12 months. You sit down, turn off all your screens, turn them all off. Do not disturb mode. Sit down, maybe take out a notebook. I always got a notebook on my desk. Take out a pen and paper. Write down what you've accomplished, what you're grateful for. Every step you've taken this year. Write down a few goals for 2026. It's important to do. It's important to reflect. It's how you move forward faster, is by looking backwards, right? Make sure to take some time to reflect because we are blessed. We live in the most blessed time ever to be alive. This is in the 20 billion year history of the universe. This is the best time ever to be alive. It really is. The technology that's getting created right now, we've never had more power. We've never had more opportunity ever than any human beings ever had. For the past 20 billion years, whether you're a human being or an amoeba, there has never been as much opportunity as right now. AI allows you to build and create anything you want. You've never had that opportunity before. Never. That's incredible. Take a moment these next 2 days. I remember when I was in the corporate world, I was in the tech world. This was a fake week. Between Christmas and New Year's, you didn't really get much done. Really, they didn't give me any assignments. You don't do much. So take these final 2 days of this fake week and just reflect. Just for a minute. 5 to 10 minutes. Just reflect. That's it. I promise you it'll be worth it. I promise you. Do a pen and paper. No screens. No phone. I'm new to all this. Just a guy with a great idea. I think it can make me wealthy. I think it can make you wealthy too, South City 1026. I think it can make you wealthy too. I mean that. I really think anyone can create wealth for themselves now. And what's amazing is not many people are taking advantage of this. Not many people are taking advantage of this, right? We have this unreal opportunity and not many people are taking advantage of it. They really aren't. This is the best opportunity ever. I really believe that. Love using Claude Code, but wow, is Claude expensive? I don't code as a profession, says Sick With This. Your whole brain's in the wrong place, Sick With This. And I'm not a Claude salesman. I'm not getting paid by Anthropic here. The issue is, and obviously I don't know your financial position. I can't tell people what to do. But listen, some kids yelling in the hallway. Listen, is it $200 a month? Yes. Is that expensive? Depends what you compare it to. If you're comparing it to the cost of Netflix and HBO Max and Xbox Live, yes, it is expensive. Right? If you're comparing it to the cost of X Premium, although no, X Premium might be more expensive nowadays. YouTube Premium, Amazon Prime, right? Compared to those, yes, it is more expensive. But this is not in the same class of those tools. Those take away your time. Those suck your time, right? Those delete your time. Claude Code adds to your life, right? What you compare it to is not social media and distractions. What you compare the cost of Claude Code to is the cost of hiring developers, of hiring interns and assistants, of going to college, of paying for courses. You hire a developer, that's $10,000 a month you're paying. You go to college, that's $40,000 a year. You buy a course, that's several $1,000s, right? Claude Code's $200 a month. That's significantly cheaper than those. So you got to change your perspective. You got to change your lens on how you look at these different services. For $200 a month, I think Claude Code's an absolute stone cold steal. I now have the front-end designer skill. Just as Claude Code implement the official Anthropic front-end designer. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. When people say Claude Code's expensive, I don't understand. You get as much as you could ever want for $200 a month. It's way cheaper to pay versus Max versus API. Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's such an unbelievable deal, $200 a month. Unbelievable deal. You really don't like. And again, I don't want to say, I know everyone's in different financial situations. I can't tell you what's, you should be spending your money on or not. You might have kids, you might have this, you might have that. But like, if you think $200 a month's expensive, do me a favor, open up your credit card statement and tell me how much you've spent on BS on Amazon. Tell me how much you've spent on DoorDash. Tell me how much you've spent on clothes. Okay? If all those things are more than $200 for the last month, no excuses. I want zero excuses. Because everything I just mentioned is BS and a waste of time and a waste of money. It's like, this is a test I do. Anytime someone says, I don't have a ton of time to learn how to vibe code or build apps on the side or start a YouTube or start a business or learn how to program. I don't have a lot of time. I'm busy. I go, okay. Did this to my mom last weekend. She gave me this excuse. I go, okay. Do me a favor then. Open up your iPhone. Go to settings and go to screen time. Do you have more than 15 minutes in any social media app today? Instagram, TikTok, any of them. Do you have more than 15 minutes in any of them? If you have more than 15 minutes in the last week on any of those apps I just mentioned, I don't want to hear about you're too busy. I do not want to hear about you're too busy. If you have more than 15 minutes on Instagram, TikTok, X, any of those sites in the last week, I don't want to hear you're too busy to be building, to learning AI, to starting a business, to creating a content channel. I don't want to hear it. For your apps, social media is the biggest cancer to ever happen to people. It is destroying focus. It is destroying productivity. It's destroying it. Short form video is destroying all that. People spend 4 hours a day watching short form video, then go around telling everyone they're busy. A lot of people do that. It's disgusting. It's crazy. I'm on Claude Code Max. How to make Claude Code always connect your main branch in GitHub. It's easy. Just tell it, just initiate GitHub. Initiate GitHub, tell it the repo when it's connected to main and it pushes to main. Would be nice to have a free version to try. I'm subbed out of so many things. Says Trading with Will 7214. I'm going to hazard a guess here. Trading with Will 7214. I'm going to hazard a guess. Trading with Will. I'm going to hazard a guess that 80% of your subscriptions are on things significantly less important than Claude Code. I'm going to hazard a guess that 80% of your subscriptions are on things that if you got rid of them today, your life does not materially change in any sort of way. If you were to delete my Claude Code subscription right now, my life would materially change for the worse. I would be contributing significantly less economic value to this world. My guess, Trading with Will, is 80% of your subscriptions you have today, you can delete them right now and you would never notice. Open up your credit card statement and look at all your subscriptions. I promise you, without it, and I've never met you in your life, I promise you without a doubt, there's at least $200 of BS subscriptions that you haven't even used in the last 2 months. Trading with Will 7214. I bet you there's $200 of subscriptions you haven't even touched in the last month. Can I build an active social media management portal that automates responses in real time and help organically grow a page? Says Programmers Court 1903. The answer to your question is no. For many reasons. I'm seeing this a lot on social media. Ever since vibe coding became a thing, I feel like everyone's initial reaction on what to build is like social media cross-posting tools. Like you can write something and post it to multiple platforms. I feel like there's 900 new ones that pop up on my feed every single day. So can you build it? Technically, yes, you can build it. And if it's between building that and building nothing, I'd say build that. It's better to build than not build, right? Even if I don't think it's the greatest idea in the world. I would focus on other things if I were you, because I think there's 14,000 social media scheduling tools out there, and I think they're all cratering towards zero. So there's that. The other side is, I want to automate responses in real time to organically grow a page. Well, first of all, if you're automating responses, that's not organically growing a page. It's not organic. But second, I really believe at this moment in time, you can't grow a page with AI. You just can't. People want human feeling profiles. People want human feeling content. And AI is still at the point right now where it doesn't feel human. You can easily tell what's not human. So I don't think you can automate a page with AI and then just grows by itself. I don't think you can do that. I think you can use AI to tastefully improve your social media workflow, right? I use AI to look at all my content, tell me what's working, what isn't, and generate me templates that I then edit myself and create human content with. I think you can do that. Creator Buddy does that. Creator Buddy takes in all your social media posts, tell you what's work, what isn't, what subjects people like, what words people like, what templates people like, and then writes you templates like that you then go and edit and make your own. But I don't think you can use AI to just like manage a social media page and have it grow. And I suspect it will never work because social media is a zero-sum game. There's only so much attention out there in social media. If one account is growing, that means another account's not getting attention. If one account's getting more attention, that means less attention is being given to other accounts because it's zero-sum. And so if there was a tool that can get people more attention by just clicking a button, then everyone would use that tool and then no one would grow, right? You know what I'm saying? Zero-sum. The economy is positive sum. So you can use AI to build things and make more money and everyone makes more money. The economy is zero-sum. The social media attention is, the economy is positive sum. Social media attention is zero-sum. You know what I'm saying? Claude Code does rule. I tried a new experiment today where I had Claude, Gemini, and Codex all running in CLIs. I created an MD file and prompted them each in turn to give me their thoughts in it. Yeah, Claude Code's the best. They went round robin and then argue with each other. It was awesome. Claude, I've tested them all. Claude Code's the best. Oh, I forgot to do the show comments on stage. People seem to like that. Is this live? It says Real Cruiser. I'm not even a coder. I'm leveraging Claude Code. I haven't found anything it can't do. I'm only limited by my imagination, says Bronson Elliott. What are you doing with Claude Code, Bronson Elliott? What are you doing with Claude Code right now? That's not coding related. I'm curious. Let me know. In a world where building is completely democratized, does the ability to direct and generate and funnel attention become the most valuable skill? It's an important skill. I don't think it's the most valuable skill, says our 20s, because I don't think that, I still think good ideas are valuable, are better than bad ideas. So you still need to come up with good ideas. Two is, even though it's completely democratized, doesn't mean everyone's going to put effort in, right? One of the number one objections I get to vibe coding is, oh, well, if everyone's building apps, then apps aren't valuable. If everyone could build apps, then why would I build an app? It's not valuable then if everyone's building apps. If everyone could build apps, why would I build an app? Then there's no more value in building apps. That's the number one objection I get to vibe coding. I think it's the stupidest objection ever because not everyone will build apps. You can give people the most valuable skill set in human history, make it the easiest skill set to learn, but they're not going to do it because 90% of people are horrifically lazy. 90% of people would rather come home, sit on their couch, open up TikTok, and watch people shake their ass for 4 hours than use Claude Code and build something, put in an effort into life. Most people would rather be born, scroll TikTok for 90 years, than die, than put in 5 seconds of effort into their life. That's what most people would rather do. You can give people the biggest super weapon of all time, Claude Code, and they'll go, oh, that's really cool. I could think of an app to build. And then they sit on their couch and scroll TikTok for 90 years and then die. So in a world where building is completely democratized, I think the ability to build is still the most important skill. The ability to sit your ass at the computer and actually build something is the most valuable skill. In a world where anyone can build, I still think building is the most valuable skill because most people will sit on their ass and do nothing and die. So I'm like 20 minutes behind on the chat. Do I just scroll to the top and just skip the last 20 minutes of comments just so I can be up to date? Never heard of Alex Finn, but he's pretty hot, not gonna lie. It says at Greg Lunt. My old friend Greg Lunt. My OG friend. Back when I used to do Twitter Spaces, me and Greg Lunt, we were in the trenches together. We were in the trenches together. Back when I was a Discord dog, me and Greg Lunt, We were in the trenches together. My old friend. Shout out Greg Lund. Everyone subscribe. I don't know if he's creating YouTube, but subscribe them on YouTube. He had good interviews back in the day, Greg Lund. We had a good interview together. Follow his ex too, at Greg Lund. Not sure if he's tweeting right now, but I bet you this, Greg Lund's going to come back. Greg Lund will come back, and he will come back with a fiery passion. Greg Lund's too talented not to succeed. Dear Anthropic, I don't need AGI. I need a Claude hoodie and those keyboard caps I've seen you give away events. Please advise. Love only. Biggest fun after Alex. We already have AGI. Claude Code is AGI. When are we going to start coding? All right, we'll code. Chill. I think chatting is fun. I also look at the viewer counts of these live streams, and it goes up when I'm chatting and answering questions and goes down when I'm just staring at code. Is that really what you guys want me to do, is sit here and look at code all day on these live streams? Is that really what you want me to do? Because every time I'm on Claude Code, it goes down. Then when I'm chatting here and we're going back and forth, it goes up. Chat only. I think people like to chat more than me sitting here typing things in. Actually, let's find out the answer right now, huh? Let's find out the answer right now. We're going to figure this out once and for all. People complain, oh, you chat too much, you chat too much, you chat too much. All right. Well, let's do this. We're going to run a little poll. Start a poll. What do you enjoy more on this live stream? Chatting, answering questions, rants, coding, building, shipping, coding. Here we go. Coding and building. Start poll. There we go. Let's see. Let's put it to the test. Let's quantify this. Let's quantify this. Let's see what people actually have to say. Poll now live in the chat. Poll now live in the chat. Is it Vercel or Supabase, as I have projects needing both? Or am I complicating? Vercel and Supabase are two different things, bud. Vercel and Supabase are two different things. Supabase is a database. Vercel is a host. Vercel hosts your code. Supabase is your database. It's your live stream. Do what you want, says Arcist54. Yeah, but I'm a man of the people, Arcist. I'm a man of the people. I want to give the people what they want. Quick question. Can you build a full app using the $20 plan? Yeah, if your full app's a calculator app. Creating value is the best part. Yeah, I just want to create value, but I want to know what you believe is the most value. I got to feed my kid. But all right, we'll feed him. Definitely want to feed your kid. That's an important task. Perhaps the way to go is to have sections where I explain why you did what you did and show us how it fits together. All right, let's build live. Let's take a look at where we're at right now with the Vibe Code App Store, huh? Let's take a look at where we're at. Here we go. So we're building a Vibe Code App Store. I'd love to put it live today. Where all you guys can submit your apps that you're building, all your Vibe coded apps. You can submit them, and then people can discover them, vote them up and down, chat with each other. We have leaderboards of the top builders. It's awesome. Hey, Alex, terminal or VS Code extension or the Claude desktop app? I get this question a lot. I'm thinking I'll just make a video on it. The CLI is the best. The CLI in VS Code is the best. What are we at? 57% says chatting, answering questions. We've had 35 votes. 57% says chatting, answering questions, rant. So this is what we're building out. Let's do this. Let's go to Claude Code. Let's just see where we're at. Let's reset. Let's see where we're at with Claude Code. All right. Here we go. Okay. Where are we at the moment? Go through the entire app as well as the vision of the app and give me a rundown of what we are trying to do, where we are at, and what we need to do to make an amazing app. Put this in a new markdown file. Ultra think about this. All right, so you see what I did here, guys? I like to do this every once in a while. I have big benchmarks in the app. What about the background music? Says iCode Dre. iCode Dre says the background music. What about it? Is it too loud? Is it too down? What about the background music? You just say the background music. What does that mean? At big checkpoints, I just say, hey, Claude Code, go in, check out our app, top to bottom, create a new markdown file, tell us where we're at, what we're trying to accomplish, and what we have to do to accomplish it. It's kind of a reset. And it helps keep Claude smart, where it'll always have that markdown file to bounce off of. So even if you clear context, things like that, it can always go back to that markdown file and be caught up. Okay, then Matt Black is fine. All right. We're going to hit enter on this. I'm a senior full stack dev and love building with Claude Code. Funny thing, few of my colleagues have never tried it and thinks it's a fad, and it will never be replaced as programmers. There's some cat going nuts in the hallway here. A cat going crazy. That's silly, and they will be replaced. They're in total denial. They are in absolute total denial. Claude Code is going through and building our markdown file, the total rundown of everything we're doing here, just so we have context we can give to every single AI agent. Total denial. Claude Code is the most important technology created of our lifetimes. Everyone should be using it. And any programmer that's not leveraging it, that thinks it's just a fad, will go the way of the dinosaur. Short, quick answers in coding, maybe even one benchmark. Do you think my answer should be quicker? I kind of like ranting. I enjoy the rant. Maybe, oh, you want me to do benchmarks? Benchmarks are tough. Only because I feel like we have a winner. Claude Opus is so good. Do we really need to do I really want to benchmark 5.2 codex when we know Opus 4.5 is significantly better? You got any grapes, Captain of the Twitch community? They must be new. The first hour is always about roast and rants. Ha, only kidding. Cheers to the Fin fam. With the misspell of my name. You misspell my name? You got grapes? You're the captain of the Twitch community. You're going to misspell my name? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you joking? What's the vote at? Wow, we're at 51% chatting. So it's pretty split down the middle. Huh? We're pretty split down the middle. Wow. All right, we'll do a little ranting. We'll do a little coding if that's what the people want. Do you believe in the phrase, if you can't fix it, don't ship it? Do you believe in the phrase, if you can't fix it, don't... I don't even know what the hell that means. What the hell does that mean? If you can't fix it, don't ship it? You can fix anything. If your phrase is, if you can't fix it, don't ship it, then you're wrong, because you can fix it. You can fix anything. You can do anything you want with Claude Code. Maybe this is the vibe we go for, is like, I'm answering questions while Claude's working. I'm answering questions while Claude's working. Maybe that's the vibe we go for, huh? Claude's working right now. I'm answering questions. Maybe that's the vibe. I think that's the vibe. Build and chat intertwined. Maybe that was the vibe all along. Hey, Alex, have you been using the Chrome extension? I just started using that and the Excel extension today. I've gotten that question quite a good amount. I hear great things about the Chrome extension. I've used the Chrome extension. I think it's very cool. There's only one thing on planet Earth I'm interested in. And that is building amazing things. That's it. That's all I care about. That's why I'm here on this planet. Build amazing things. The Claude for Chrome is cool, but like I exclusively care about going into Claude Code and building things. That's all I care about. The Claude for Chrome extension is cool, but like I just want to sit down. I want to tell Claude Code what to build, and then it builds it. And I want to do that for hours and hours and hours on end. That's all I want to do. Claude for Excel. If I spend more than 2 seconds in Excel on a daily basis, I'm pissed off. All I want to do is stare at this screen all day. This is all I want to do. All right, let's see where we're at. Visionandroadmap.md. Let's see where our vibe coded app store is. What are we doing here? Open this up. What is this on the right? Get rid of this. How do I close this out? Don't lock it. Get rid of it. Close. Close all. Thank you. All right. Gemini app hunt. All right. The vision, a product hunt for the AI era, a discovery platform specifically for apps built with AI. Okay. Why this matters, current state and assessment, architecture quality, what's working well, critical gaps. Gap 1, no real-time engagement. The app feels static, no notifications, no live updates. Impact, users have no reason to return. Builders don't know when someone engages. Priority high. Okay. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. All right, let's work on that. That's a great idea from Claude Code. Here's the thing. You got to remember. You need to remember this at all times. Claude Code's smarter than you in every way. It's AGI. I think it's AGI. I think we've reached AGI. I think Claude Code is AGI. It's smarter than human beings in every single way. It's more creative. It's smarter. Can work faster. I think it's smarter in every way. So you should be leaning on it to like brainstorm and ideate the roadmap. You really should, right? And so it's telling me the critical gaps, no real-time engagement. Okay, how do we... Oh, here's the recommendation. The path to amazing. Phase 1 now. Polish existing features. Fix empty states with smart defaults. Add... Quick wins for the week. Smart. Oh, I got to make this bigger so you guys can see it. Smart empty states. This is a new app instead of no description. Homepage hero explaining what the app is. Submission form guidance. Default app images instead of broken ones. Okay, how do we do these quick wins? I'm going to put this in plan mode. Which should we work on? So let's get some quick wins here. Let me get rid of this so you can see. How do we do this with quick wins? Which should we work? Like I'm constantly just letting Claude, the mindset you need to have, is like Claude. This is the mindset shift I've had the last couple weeks, and I've gotten way more done and gotten way more better product out there. This is the mindset shift. And this might sound kind of dystopian and weird, but I think this is the best way to learn. The mindset is Claude Code's smarter than you. Claude Code isn't working for you. You're working for Claude Code. This is my mindset shift. Claude Code isn't working for you. You're working for Claude Code. And so what I'm doing here is I'm saying, hey, what should we work on? And it gives you a bunch of guidance and go, okay, so how do we do that? Okay, do that. I'm basically... Claude's doing all the work, coming up with the ideas, implementing, doing it. I'm just going, sounds good, sounds good, sounds good, sounds good, right? Okay, how do we do these quick wins? What should we work on? Can we do a client acquisition app? Says D LaFlame. D LaFlame. It's a cool name. Thanks, man. Love your content. Thank you, D LaFlame. I don't know what a client acquisition app is. What the hell is a client acquisition app? I don't even know what the hell that is. Wow, coding in buildings now at 52%. Coding in buildings winning now. Interesting. What's the best use case of agentic workflows for companies? What's the best use case for agentic workflows for companies? It's too broad of a question. Melikoten 2823. Too broad of a question. Be more specific with what you're asking me. I think I'm the only vibe coding medical doctor with 11 qualifications. I've been in planning mode for months with thousands of subscriptions, but I think 2026 is the year for me to explode. One second. BRB. 3 seconds. All right, we're back. I think if you are a lawyer right now, or if you're in law or the medical field, the doctor, this is like the biggest opportunity ever. Vibe coding. If you're in law, medical, or the government, although I don't know if the government will let you do anything. It might be too bureaucratic to get anything done. There is so much to disrupt, to make efficient, to optimize. And there's so much money in those 3 things. That if you're in any of those 3 things and you can have an impact and make change, you got to be doing it. You got to be doing it. There's so much disruption to be had. There's so much disruption to be had. Can you show us how to set up for sale with Claude and walk us through the whole process? I will absolutely do that once we're ready to ship this. Here are the 5 quick wins of my recommended priorities. Smart empty spaces, homepage hero, default app images, submission prompts, footer. Let's just do the top 3. I don't know what submission prompts and footer are. Boom. Right, I'm not doing much here. I'm just saying, hey, Claude, what should we work on next? It gives me a bunch of ideas. I approve those ideas. It gets to work. I'm vibing. This is like pure vibing. And it's going to do well. It's going to one-shot everything it wants to do. I'm super jealous of that weather report up here in Massachusetts. Man, I lived in Boston for 9 years. I lived in New York for 9 years. I lived in Boston for 9 years. I lived in New Jersey for 18 years. I live in California now. Oh my God. I am so happy to be out here. I am so happy to be out here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Holy crap. If living in the cold makes you sad or upset, then move out. I lived in the cold for 34 years. If you do not enjoy living in the cold, then just move out. So you saving the $17 one is trash? I'm not saying it's trash. It's a good place to test it. Test it out. Get your feet wet. Get your beak wet. Test it out for $17. If you like it, upgrade to 100. But I don't think it's something you can build like full-scale businesses with. Although Nicholas Grave 3222 disagrees, so that's fine. Whatever. I think programmers use it in private and complain about it in public. Well, yeah, they're scared they're going to lose their job over Claude Code. For those who are missing it, Claude Code right now is implementing all our quick wins. This is a good thing to do every once in a while. Pause where you're at. Have Claude reflect on everything you've built in your app. And say, hey, what are the top 5 quick wins we can get that you can implement right now? And then have it implement those things. Thank you for fixing. You got any grapes? Thank you for fixing that. Thank you. Captain of the Twitch community. Just benchmark the big releases. They are fun. 100%. I'll do that. We haven't had any big releases recently. Gemini 3 was... Well, I guess Opus 4.5 was the last big release, right? I memean, listen. I'm not going to benchmark every 0.1 upgrade of Codex. I'm not going to benchmark 5.1, 5.2, 5.0. Like, we benchmarked 5.0, we benchmarked 5.1. We'll skip 5.2 benchmarking. I'll tell you this, I've used it. It's basically the same as 5.1. Yeah. Hey, Alex, do /stats in your CLI. I am dying to know your token counts. Well, I have multiple accounts. I use multiple accounts of Claude Code. I have a few of them. I have one I use for like content. I have one I use for like personal programming. I have a few. DoD has a centralized LLM, starting with Gemini, but adding others ASAP. Didn't they just do a deal with XAI and they got like Grok in there? Kind of scares me. A LLM built upon tweets and what people say on X is going to influence the government, but I don't know, whatever. I'm also paying for ChatGPT. Claude cleared it. Yeah, I mean, like Codex, I think does have uses. It does appear there are some things Claude Code gets tripped up on, whether it's errors or small things like that. Claude Code does get tripped up every once in a while, for sure. It's not perfect. It's very close to perfect, but it's not perfect. And it appears those things that Claude Code get tripped up on, Codex can actually figure out rather quickly. Like Codex has solved a lot of issues Claude Code can't solve. So I think it is worth it. Like you can get away with $20 Codex. I don't think you can get away with $20 Claude Code, but you can get away with $20 Codex. All 3 quick wins have been implemented. Here's what's changed. Quick win 1, smart empty states. Owner sees dash box with tip. Visitor see builder is still adding details. Quick 2, homepage hero. Adding hero second. Discover apps built AI. 2CA. Submit your app view leaderboard. Hidden during search. Quick 3, default app images. Apps without images show category colored gradient. All right, let's check out these quick wins we just got here. Made a bunch of quick wins in our app that we're building. For those just joining, we're building the product hunt of vibe coded apps. So it's a where people can discover AI built apps. Discover apps built with AI. The best vibe coded apps curated and voted by the community. I like that. Oh, and boom, it has instead of the broken images now, it has default images. I like that. Those are some good quick wins. You can see all the apps people are submitting here. And we're going to make this public. We'll ship this soon. Hopefully during this live stream, we'll ship this. And then you guys will be able to come on and submit your apps and get discovered. Alex, I think most people watching are also vibe coding at the same time. So yeah, the vibe of ranting, chatting while Claude does its thing is perfect, says Kyle Robinson, L6W. Perfect. I'm glad we're finding our little groove here. I mean, we're the only live streaming vibe coders on planet Earth. This is the #1 and only vibe coding live stream. #1 and only vibe coding live stream on planet Earth. Us here, the people watching this live stream, you're building something special. You're building the first and only vibe coding live stream. So you're doing something special. You're a part of history here. So we're making this better together. We're working together. Me and you, FinFam, we're working together to build this into something special. We're building this into something special. We're all going to build this incredible live stream. We're all going to build incredible apps. We're all going to get super rich. We're all going to move to tropical climates. We're all going to eat delicious chicken super burritos. Unless you're vegetarian, then tofu burritos. I don't know. Is that what vegetarians eat? This is step 1. We build this incredible live stream. And it starts with all of you right now going down below and hitting the like button. It all starts. Step 1. Everyone hit the like button. It's free. 3, 2, 1, like button. I'm reluctant on using Chrome extension. Feels it uses too much tokens on analyzing all the HTML and a bunch of screenshot images. Each prompt counts. Yeah, I'm just not interested in the extension, to be honest. When I used Opus 4.1, I hit limits very often, but now it's on Opus 4.5 VS Code extension. I've been in good shape. I have 2 videos I'm thinking about putting out. 2 videos. Let's see. Let's get a vote. Wow. It basically ended 50-50. It basically ended 50-50. Coding and building 51. Chatting, answering questions. We're going to split it. All right. End poll. New poll. Start a poll. Next Claude Code video. It's either going to be best Claude prompting techniques or best Claude setup, CLI extension desktop. Start poll. Which one would you rather see? Which one would you rather see? A best Claude prompting techniques video or a best Claude setup, the CLI versus the extension versus the desktop, and me explaining why and showing how to set all three up? Which one would you rather have? I'm going to change your life. Instead of .md files, ask Claude to create HTML presentations and open them up in the browser. So much better. Well, it depends. It depends, Dougie Fresh goes. It depends what your goal is. If you're trying to build a document that stores information and context for Claude or Claude Code or the AI or whatever, right? So vision and roadmap.markdown. Like the purpose of this document is to store context about where we are in the project so that I can A, keep context for Claude Code as we're working, and B, hand this to other AIs because I like ChatGPT for chatting, just going back and forth. And I started a project for the App Store, and I upload these documents and I give it as context to ChatGPT so that the project is up to date, right? If the goal is that, keeping AIs up to date and having good, healthy context, I think the Markdown file is the best way to go because it's simple, straight to the point, no fluff, nothing to take up, images and all that will take up, more space in the context. Markdown's the way to go. But if you're building documents for yourself to show other people, for content, for videos, whatever, then yeah, building the HTML presentations, that's great. I see a lot of other vibe coding channels use Claude Code to build presentations for visuals for their YouTube videos. I think that's cool. I don't personally care. I'm not worried about the whole presentation side. Maybe that's a mistake on my part in my videos. I don't care so much about spending hours on visuals and editing and all that. Like I just get straight to the point and try to give you value. But it depends. Like I think Markdown's the best for AI. I do. And so for creating context like this, I don't care about the presentation look of it. I just want the AI to be able to read it as fast as humanly possible and be efficient on tokens. And the Markdown file is the best for that. That looks great. What do you think we should work on? Oh, let's actually do this. That looks great. Let's build a checklist for things you think we need to implement before we put this app live. And Claude will get to that. I want a checklist. I want Claude to go through, give me a checklist of everything we need to implement in our vibe coded app store before we put it live. And we can take a look at it. We can review it. Then we can start getting to work on it. About to build out my MVP for my startup. It's quite a big project. Would you advise to use Claude Code to generate the front end? How good is that? Will this be my first time using Claude? It says iCode Dre. iCode Dre, yeah, 100%. Claude Code for the front end for everything. For the front end for everything. Absolutely. Get the front end design skill. It's a Claude Code skill. Get the front end design skill. Check out my skills video I put out last week if you're interested. Goes through that skill. It'll make your front end, your UI look amazing. It'll make it look beautiful. It'll be the Sydney Sweeney of front ends and UIs. iCode Dre. Get the Claude Code front end design skill. All right. So ready to ship, the core marketplace, all that. Must fix before launch. Edit app capabilities. Owners can't edit. Oh yeah, let's do that. All right, let's work on that edit app feature. Get to work. All right, so owners' apps in the App Store need to be able to edit their own apps. So this will get in there and edit their apps for them. So again, let's review what we're doing here, right? My relationship with Claude Code has shifted the last couple weeks. Opus has gotten so smart. This actually is a killer tweet. Let me write this down. Sometimes when I'm ranting, I'm like, damn, this is a good tweet. I'm live tweeting is basically what I'm doing here. The things I'm saying are I'm live tweeting. I'm verbally tweeting to you. You ready? My relationship, I'm writing this down, so that's why I'm speaking weird. My relationship has shifted. When you use X and you tweet, this is how you got to think. You got to think in tweets. I think in tweets. My relationship has shifted with Claude Code. No one steal this from me. If you steal this and you tweet this out, I will be very angry and upset. My relationship has shifted with Claude Code this week. You want to see me write this tweet live? Here we go. A lot of people ask, oh, Alex, how do you write such killer tweets? Why are your tweets the best? Let me show you what I'm doing. I'm in Creator Buddy. My relationship with Claude Code has shifted this week. Claude Code is no longer my employee. I'm Claude Code's employee. I give Claude an idea. Then I ask it to come up with all the features and steps of implementation. Then I just give it an okay to build it all. Claude is no longer the bottleneck. I am. It's a subtle shift, but everything has changed. Like, is that my final tweet? No, I'm going to go back and edit it and make it sharper. Right? Save that idea in the Creator Buddy. Let's pop that back open. Let's have the X Algo Analyzer analyze this tweet. Let's see how it's going to do here. But that's how I come up with tweets for those curious. I think starting an X is hugely important. If you're watching this and you don't have a Twitter account, start one. It's the best way to get attention quickly. You need a Twitter account. Are there a ton of morons on Twitter that say absolutely outrageous things? Yes. Are there a lot of bots? Yes. Is there a lot of misinformation? Yes. But it's a spectacular place to start an audience. Well, this tweet's looking like it's pretty good. A lot of 10 out of 10s, some 8 out of 10s, some 7 out of 10s. A little bit of improvements that I need to implement. All right. Looks good. That's a good looking tweet. All right. Back to Claude Code. I would only use Claude for the UI UX if the front end design skill. Yeah, the front end design skill is the most important skill ever. Ever. I got no skill, just a good idea, and I will see that I see will help, and nobody is doing it. Well, none of us got skills. None of us got skills. You just go, you build things, and you get better. Damn it. Late again. Watching it 2x to catch up, says Forrest Dang. Forrest, good to have you in here, my man. Missed you, bud. Hope you had a good holiday weekend. Hope you enjoyed time with whoever you spent it with, my man. Hope you've been good. The government does nothing well. That's for sure. 2 lawyers got debarred by using ChatGPT in case law recently because it cited 2 cases that didn't exist. Well, yeah, you're a moron if you're using ChatGPT and like not checking over the results and you're like in a real official capacity. How could that be avoided? By double and triple checking your work and AI's work. If you don't know what you want from the app, it'll always be slapped. Give me a rundown of what we were trying to do. Implies you don't know what you're doing. Are you talking about me? BitGhost? Like, are you talking about what I'm doing here where it's like, give me a rundown of what we're trying to do? Are you talking about me? Are you implying I don't know what I'm doing? Are you talking to the guy that put together the biggest vibe coding channel on YouTube, launched multiple successful apps, and you're saying, hey, because you talk to Claude like that, you don't know what you're doing? Are you saying the guy who millions of people go to learn about Claude Code from doesn't know what he's doing because of a question I asked Claude Code? Is that what you're saying, BitGhost? And you know what you're doing, BitGhost? I'm curious what you're doing. If you know what you're doing so well, BitGhost, let us know what you're doing. And let us know how many people are learning from you, BitGhost. If I don't know what I'm doing, I have a hell of a lot of people watching me do what I don't know what I'm doing. BitGhost. All right? All lazy lawyers need to be scared. For someone who doesn't know what they're doing, it's interesting you're sitting here on the live stream and watching someone who doesn't know what they're doing. It's curious. Curious to sit here on a live stream with someone who doesn't know what they're doing. BitGhost. All lazy lawyers need to be scared. You can do $5,000 worth of work in an hour. Yeah, I've done like 3 legal things with ChatGPT that's gotten me out of so many situations. It got me my security deposit back last year in New York. My landlord didn't give me my security deposit back when I got out. And I go to ChatGPT. I'm like, my New York landlord hasn't given me my security deposit back. What the hell do I do? And it said, oh, well, technically in New York, there's a law that they have 14 days to give you your security deposit back or they owe you double. Here's a letter you can send them. Send them this letter. And I sent them the letter. 1 day later, they overnighted the check for my security deposit back. Law's in trouble, man. Oh, man. We got some lunatics in the chat. Ban user. Yes. Ban that user. Holy hell, man. If you go into live streams and you get like angry and attack other people, you're a stone cold loser, man. You're a stone cold loser. If you go into live streams, which are people just hanging out, having fun, enjoying, learning, laughing, making friends, chatting. Like this live stream's all about positivity, baby. This live stream, it's us, it's the Fin Fam, it's amazing people like Base G Nels, it's amazing people like Artificial Leak, although I don't know other things Artificial Leak has said, so I don't know if this is a good person or not. Swizz HD, AC Watcher, South City, right? It's good people here just hanging out, learning together, making friends. That's what this live stream's about. If you come in here and you go, oh, well, you're an idiot for doing that, or I hate you for this reason, or you're stupid for this reason. What the hell are you doing with your life? What the hell are you doing with your life? What are you doing? Always positive. Good. Good, Artificial Leak. Good. If you come in here and you're getting angry at other people, or you're like, no, don't do that. You're an idiot. You're a moron. Jesus. Like if you have one negative feeling while watching a vibe coding live stream and people just building and learning things as they go, you need to log off. Get some help. Get some help if you're coming on here and getting angry at other people. Get some help. Not everything needs to be a coliseum. Not everything needs to be a coliseum battleground. Not everything. Yeah, here's the thing. Here, if you live in New York, listen to this. If you live in New York, listen very closely. This isn't a Modern Warfare 2 lobby. That's one thing that pisses me off about X nowadays. Is it seems like every reply section is just a Modern Warfare 2 lobby, where it's like, oh, I love Claude Code because of this reason, and then there's 100 replies that go, no, you idiot, you're so stupid for that. You're an idiot. And it's like, what? I don't care. Leave me alone. I don't care. Even if I'm wrong, I don't care. Get out of here. Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? If you here's number one lesson in life. Number one lesson. Every emotion you feel is your fault. Every emotion you feel is your fault. So what does that mean? If you're getting angry, if something gets you angry, it's your fault. You choose how to react to everything. So if you're going on a live stream and you're getting angry at the people in the chat and the people on the live stream, and then you go in the chat and you go, It's your fault. You're allowing it to upset you. It's a reflection on yourself. You getting angry is a reflection of your own insecurities. There is no need to get, anytime you get angry at anything, stop and pause for a second and think, why is it I'm getting angry? Is that person actually doing something wrong? And if so, does it matter enough for it to impact my emotions? I haven't gotten angry in years. Me personally, Alex Finn, I haven't gotten angry or stressed in years or anxious in years. I know that sounds like crazy. One lesson I learned, I was in management in a tech company, MongoDB. I was managing a team of people. Very high stress environment, sales type environment where you have to hit numbers every quarter or you lose your job. As high stress of an environment as it gets. Then you're dealing with employees that you're managing where some are very smart and independent and it's awesome. And some have no idea what the hell they're doing. And they just demand so much attention from you in order to get by and put one foot in front of the other. And all at the same time, your boss saying, hey, you're fired if you don't do this. You learn very quickly in the very intense situations that your emotions are just a blocker. That's all they are. They don't matter. You block everything else out. If you're getting angry, it's your fault. If you're getting stressed and upset and anxious, it's your fault. Take all the emotion out of it and just move forward. Figure out objectively without emotion what you need to do to advance, to get better, to accomplish your goal. And you do those things. If you're getting upset and angry at other people, you're just getting distracted. You're distracting yourself. It's your fault. If you get angry, it's always your fault. You should never get angry. Never. It's always your fault. That means you're too invested in something. It means you're putting too much emotional investment in something. SE management is the hardest job out there. More difficult than being. That's what I was. I was a sales engineer, manager. That's what I was. How'd you figure that out, Kyle Travis? Casey, how'd you figure that out? I didn't say I was a SC manager. How'd you know I manage sales engineers? A friend told me about Alex and I like his video. Shout out South City's friend. Thank you, South City 1026's friend. The convo is the best part. I feel like you learn more in an odd way. Yeah, we're just hanging out. I first found out about Alex watching Starter Story. Would you go back on that channel? 100%. 100%. The Starter Story gang is great. The whole team over there at Starter Story is fantastic. Would absolutely go back on the channel. They're great people. We were talking at one point about collabing on like a boot camp course type thing. They're great people. Starter Story is a fantastic channel. OG, great channel. How do you prompt Claude to generate the front end? Do you prompt it to generate the whole app in one go, or do you generate by sections or pages? What's your advice on how to do this faster? Well, you use the front end skill. So you say, hey, use the design skill. And you certainly can try to do it all in one go, but I would try to break it down into chunks. I would try to break it down into chunks and focus on each chunk. I'm an SC in the database world. You talked about MongoDB and sales before. Oh, you're a smart man. You're a smart man. Let me know in the DMs where you work, dude. I'm curious. You at Oracle? Where you at? Let me know in the DMs if you don't feel like sharing in a public chat. What does the design skill add? What difference does it make? It makes a massive difference. The design skill basically tells it exactly how to create beautiful front ends. It takes it from blue and purple AI slop to amazing front ends. You have to use the design skill. It makes it so much better. What's your advice into creating a great app idea? Create an app that solves one of your own problems. The best app ideas are the ones that solve your own problems, because the worst case scenario, even if no one buys it and you don't make a damn cent, is you solved one of your own day-to-day challenges. So make apps that solve your own day-to-day problems. That's the best advice I can give for creating a great app. Can we see a preview of the app? For sure. Let's see where Claude left off here. So we're in the middle of a Claude prompt here. I'll continue wiring up the edit functionality. So it's making it so we can edit the app. I see the modal state and edit buttons are already in place, but the actual ML isn't being rendered yet. I need to add it to the end of the component. Okay. Now let me update to this. The edit app feature is now complete. Here's what was implemented: an API endpoint, the new component, the UI integration. How it works: app owners see an edit button next to the GitHub link. Clicking it opens a modal prefill with current app data after saving. Okay, so let's check this out. So we're building an app store for vibe-coded apps. You can see it here. It shows your listing of all the apps in the App Store. You can discover new apps in here. You can see a leaderboard of the top builders. Let's go in. Check out one of our apps. Ooh, edit button. There's a new edit button. Let's see what happens in edit. Oh, and it has all the information about the app. That's great. Love that. All right. Let's see. We did the edit. And for those who want to see where we're at with our app store, what's a good name for this? What's a good name for this app store? What's a good name for this app store? Vibe store? .ai? Nope. Ask Claude for a good name. All right. What do you guys think? It's a good name. What do you think is a good name for this app store and domain? I'm thinking something like vibestore.ai or vibestop.ai or something like that. Let's see. Vibestop.ai. Damn, Vibestop's taken. I like Vibestop because it's like GameStop. Vibe Market. Vibe Market. If you're sitting there right now, by the way, and you're just buying up every domain I mentioned on this live stream, I'm gonna beat your butt. No one buy the domains I'm mentioning here. Vibe Hunt. Vibehunt.com is free, but it's $7,000. Anyone want to lend me $7,000 and I don't have to pay them back? Vibehunt.com is free, but it costs $7,000. Who comes up with this pricing? Who can say, why is it $7,000? Who sell? Where does that money go to? Who owns that? Vibehunt.com. Who determines this pricing? There's some names I type in and it says, okay, $400,000. Where does that money go to? Yeah, there's a domain skill I mentioned in my last video. I just didn't install it on this project. Ship Vibe. Vibe built. Vibe Hunt. Is that one? Yeah, I already searched Vibe Hunt. I like Vibe Hunt. Vibehunt.ai is taken though. Vibe Ship. I already did Vibe Store, right? Vibe Store. Taken. Vibe. Hunt Buddy. Make it part of the Buddy ecosystem. Hunt Buddy? Hunt Buddy? I don't know if I like Hunt Buddy. I want to make it part of the Buddy ecosystem, but I don't know if Hunt Buddy is a good name. Vibosaurus. I'm so old that when you said Vibe Hunt, my brain went to Duck Hunt. What say you, all you old N64 users? Well, I am an N64 user, and I played Duck Hunt when I was a kid. Is that crazy? Does that make me really old? AppBuddy.xyz is free. AppBuddy.ai. No, AppBuddy.ai is taken. Vibe Hub? Vibe Hub? .ai? View count's going up right now while I search for domain names. Do people just want a domain name searching stream? Where I just search for domain names? Vibe Assembly? It's not bad. Vibe Assembly. Domain name. .com, $13,000 a year. $13,000 for Vibe Assembly. What is this? Who comes up with these pricing? Who comes up with this pricing? Who does this? Where does this $13,000 go to? Who determined this was a premium domain? Oh, vibeassembly.ai is $50. I don't know if I like VibeAssembly though. VibeAssembly.ai? VibeAssembly? Have you faced a situation where Claude Code Opus 4.5 tried to cheat instead of fixing a failing test during app dev, but adding any type? The laziness has gone. I haven't faced that with Opus. I did face that with older versions of Claude, but I haven't faced that with Opus, to be honest with you. I bet if you go something not using the word vibe. Yeah, but vibe is so cool. Once vibe it became more premium, people bought up all the vibe things. That sucks. So then what can we name our app store? Our AI coded app store? AI Hunt? AI Hunt.us? $1,500 for AI Hunt.co. Get out of here. Vibe Shack? Like Radio Shack? It's free. $50. Vibeshack.ai. And then I give it the Radio Shack logo, but it says Vibe Shack instead. I don't know. Kind of weak. It also kind of looks like Vibes Hack. Vibes Hack. You can get cheaper URLs elsewhere. Where? Where, Tanker7757? Ship. Ship stop. Ship stop. What about we use ship? We can do shipstop.ai. Ship stop. Ship it. Ship it. Wait, do I own shipit.ai? Ship buddy. Nope. Pork bun is the best for domain registration. Is that a prank? Pork bun? There's a domain registration site called Pork Bun. Pork Bun? Really? Pork Bun? Am I getting tricked? Am I getting tricked here? We're using Pork Bun? Vibe Ship. I think we need to search for Vibe Ship. There's no way that's available. .ai. $7,000 for vibeship.com. No. Vibe Ship. 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 What did we just get? Ship. You get ship.online for $1,300. I don't know. We'll worry about that some other time. All right. We'll come back to that. We'll noodle on that for a little bit. Let's go back to Claude Code. What else do we need to ship before we go live? FinShip? FinShip. FinShip. FinShip's available. FinShip is good. People like FinShip. I don't know. I don't know if I love FinShip. I mean, trust me. Trust me. I'd love to put my name all over it, but FinShip. Not bad. FinShip. We like FinShip. My recommendation for ship at launch: terms, privacy pages, 404 page, OG meta tags, seed 5 to 10 real apps. That's maybe 2 to 3 hours of work. Want me to knock these out? Dog, it's not 2 or 3 hours work. You'll get this done in 5 seconds. Could start branding Fin as an AI deployment verb. Do I just start just shoving my name into everything? Do I just start branding the hell out of my name? FinStop? I'm a GameStop fan, so I feel like FinStop. FinStop.com's available. Vibe Corner. Vibe Corner. Vibecorner.io. That's available. I don't know if I love FinShip. I love my name. Don't get me wrong. I love my name. All right, let's see where we're at. My recommendation: terms, privacy, 404 seed. How would we seed 5 to 10 real apps? Let's see. He wants to seed our app store of 5 to 10 real apps. Let's click around our app, see where we're at. Let's click around our app to see where we're at. Are we in a shippable state? Can we ship our app live? Can we ship our app store live? We have our weekly hackathon. We have the top apps. Let's see what this looks like without that hack. We're going to get rid of the hackathon for now and there. Categories, all the apps, time period. List the apps, the top builders. Search apps, creator is going to, yep, okay, cool. It'll show this. You're going to visit website. Very nice. Screenshots about this app. Updates, comments. I kind of want to put updates to the left here. I kind of want to put updates to the left. Let's go back into Claude Code and move the updates to the left. We had a good stream today. Over 100 people coming in. Simultaneous. Can we, on the app listings page, can we move the app updates from the main part to the left sidebar above the share section? Vibe Corner, not bad. FinShip. Yep, finning is the new Claude Code updates. Do I just make it all about myself? Everyone wants me to make it about myself. Last one, Ship Buddy. But Ship Buddy, I feel like it's not a good name for the App Store, because I feel like that'd be a good name for like a tool that helps you vibe code. but not like the App Store itself. That's a good name, Ship Buddy. That's a good name, Ship Buddy. But I don't know if it's for this App Store. I feel like it's for another tool, you know? Vibe Room. What if we do like WeVibe? WeVibe? What if we misspell vibe? What if we do like VIIB? Vibe. What if we just do VIIB? Just that's it. $20,000. Why is it $20,000 for vibe.com? VIIB.com. Vibe.app is gone. Vibe.u. Vibe.shop. Vibe.shop. I don't know if I love shop as a part of it. Vibe.love. Vibe.love's not bad. Can you do vibe.ship? Is vibe.ship a thing? Is .ship an extension? No. I feel like vibe misspelled is a pretty good vibe. I'm kind of liking vibe. VIIB. What are we thinking? I'm kind of feeling vibe. Vibe.ai is taken, right? Yeah, vibe.ai is taken. Vibe.u? Vibe.shop? Vibe.rich? Vibe.love? Vibe.salon? Vibe.ai? Which do we go with? I don't know. Something we gotta think about. All right, let's see. We move this around. Refresh. Updates. Boom. I like that. I like updates right there. I'm cracking up. This is how I brainstorm names too. You and I are the same. You got grapes. Vibe.up. Vibe up. Vibe.up. Can you do dot up? No, you can't do dot up. Vibeup.ai. Vibeup.ai. $72 a year. Vibeup.ai. Only vibes. Only vibes is taken. .ai. Damn. Could do only vibes.io. Vibe me. I could do vibeme.com. Vibe Me. Hey, did you put your app on Vibe Me? Did you put your app on Vibe Me? Hey, I discovered your app on Vibe Me. Yeah, I was on Vibe Me the other day. I saw your app. I saw your app on Vibe Me. Is this the regular? Oh, I gotta shit. Vibeme.com. Vibe Me? So yeah, I saw your app on Vibe Me the other day. It's popping off. You're going viral on Vibe Me. Vibe Me is too nasty? It's too nasty? Is it? All right. Gee. Vibe Up. Vibe Up. Yeah, I saw you on Vibe Up. I saw you on Vibe Up the other day. Viber? Yeah, you went viral on Viber. I saw you go viral on Viber the other day. That's crazy. Yeah, you're number one on Viber. You're number one on Viber. That's crazy. I think I kind of like Viber. Viber.ai. Viber? How do we feel about Viber? V-I-I-B-E-R. Viber. Do we like Viber? Is the extra I confusing? Maybe. I don't know. The extra I might be confusing for sure. But like the regular. I can do vibr.com, but that'll cost me $40,000. Oh, domain's not available. One second. I think I'm signing up for it. One second. One second. One second. Create account. I might be buying this domain right now. I might be buying this domain right now. We'll see. I might have thought of a domain. Oh my God, this verification code is 20 friggin' letters long. If you are buying any of the domains I mentioned, while I'm doing this, I'm going to find you and destroy you. If you're buying any of the domains I mentioned, as I'm doing this, I'm going to find you and destroy you. Vibe now. View cart. I have to buy 2 years. These domain websites are the worst, man. These domain websites are the absolute worst. Why do I have to buy 2 years of this? Why? Why can't I just buy 1 year? Why am I forced to buy 2 years? Let's see. Purchasing domain. It's being processed. We might have a domain. We might have the domain for our app. We might have the domain for our app. It's official. It's official. I bought it on Pork Bun. I bought it on Pork Bun. Yeah, $140 gone. I'll never get those $140 back. $140 gone. $140 gone. On an app I have no idea how to monetize, but whatever. Can I show this? Is there any private information about the show? Viber.ai. Viber.ai. VIIBER.ai. We got it. We locked down Viber.ai. Viber.ai. Don't use Viber. This is brand name. What do you mean? I'm already using it. And not only am I using Viber, I completely misspelled it. We're using a misspelled version of Viber. VIIBER.ai. I think it's a good name. Viber with 2 I's. Viber. I think that's memorable. Yeah. You went viral on Viber. I saw you go viral on Viber. That's incredible. I feel like I can hear people say that. Oh, wow. You went viral on Viber? Yeah, my app's going nuts on Viber. My app's going nuts on Viber. My app's going crazy on Viber right now. I got like 1,000 new users because I went viral on Viber. I can monetize easy and I could probably sell my domain name. It's so good. Viber, yeah, I'm going viral on Viber. We're all Vibers now. Nuts on Viber. Bronson Elite likes Viber. Bronson Elite, you like Viber? Bronson Elite likes Viber? He's nuts on Viber with a Z. Bronson Elliott with the Z. Play around I and double I in logo name then. Maybe that's my new thing. Double I's? Double I's in names? Double I kills it. No one's going to know. Viber with the 2 I's. Our stream is peaking. 109 concurrent as I just threw away $140 on Viber.ai. Oh, double I kills it in a bad way is what you mean. SG707 tech. In a bad way, it kills it. Is someone else on the regular? Like, is everyone just going to go to Viber.ai? Let me see what Viber.ai would know. Viber.ai, there's nothing there anyway. AI, yeah, AI, 2 I's. 140 invested. We're going into this eyes wide open. The double I think, is a good call. We can go many different directions with the double I's. We can go many different directions. Bad, terrible. All right. Whatever. Well, at least it makes you feel something, SG707. If it was just all right. Like, the worst place to be is all right. But the fact that you think it's bad and terrible, that's better than all right. Why would you go to a site that doesn't even know how to spell? It's like Google back in the day. People thought, Google? What the hell's a Google? That's crazy. Google. Damn, we got the Twitch community popping off right now. Frozen Fusion's in here. Swizz HD. AI Studio is really cool. I came across a few restaurants, cafes that didn't have websites, and I built websites for them. Got rejected by most, but they even saw it. The ones who saw it really liked the design. They're willing to pay around $2,500. That's an entrepreneur right there, Swizz HD. Yeah, like Flickr. You just misspell popular words. Boom. Misspell popular words is a great way to come up with names. We are over. I got a live call starting 1 minute ago on Vibe Coding Academy. If you want to join the live call, which is going to start the moment I hit end on this live stream, link down below for vibecodingacademy.dev. Sign up. It's my private community. We're going to have a live call the moment this ends. I'm going to be honest with you. I have to pee. So I'm going to pee first, and then I'm going to join that. We are peaking at the end here. 110 concurrent right at the end. I guess it's a good stream if it just goes up and up and up and up and up for all 2 hours. That's great. Thank you for joining. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. We live stream. Brand new video dropping tomorrow. Oh, what did the poll end at? What did the poll end at? 55% wants the best Claude Code setup, CLI or desktop or extension. All right, popping off. We're gonna film the CLI desktop video. Subscribe, turn on notifications. New video dropping tomorrow, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. Shout out everyone who joined. Amaya, South City, SG77 Tech, even though he hated my domain name. SN Bart, Brandon Elliott, who thought it was nuts. Swizz HD, Frozen Fusion from the Twitch community. Modelier, Joe36183. Anthony Haslam. Everyone who joined. Natural Current Power. MD-Tron. Jinfa. Rads Aliazud. Shout out everyone who joined. You got any grapes? Militia. Show respect. Leet. Is it over for software engineers next year? Yes, it's over. Noob. Shout out all you guys. Joe. Everyone who joined. I appreciate it. Aggregate. Militia. Vime. It is so nasty. All right. Vibes from Slovakia. What's up, Piero? Good to have you here, man. Thanks to everyone who joined. I appreciate you. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 11 a.m. Pacific. Turn on notifications for that. I appreciate you all. Love you all. You make this the most fun thing in the world to do. You make this the most fun thing in the entire world, this live stream. We make $0 off the live stream, but it's the most fun thing to do in the entire world. Thanks from China. Shout out China. Hung Yu Cow 841. Shout out Hung Yu Cow. Hung Yu Cow. Shout out you guys. Appreciate you all. Love you all. See you next live stream. New video tomorrow. Turn on notifications. Love y'all. Leave likes down below. Leave likes down below. I don't know what they do, but do them anyway. Forrest. Shout out you, brother. All right. Talk soon, everyone. See you in the next one. Bye.